time to put the demons to bed, and it's also a fresh challenge. I do have massive confidence in my ability to adapt the training that I've been doing for the last 20 years into the cage. To dig deep, find focus, and probably try and really find the real me inside. The athlete, the individual that wanted that competition, the individual that wanted to be tested, and the individual that was willing to put his body on the line. So not only is there an opportunity, there's also a question inside me that's asking me 24/7, can I do it? Okay, so we're walking down memory lane. I've brought you guys to one of the cricket pitches that I used to play on when I was around about the age of 13, 14. And for me, that's when professional sports really took a hold of me, myself, and my life. Now, there's goods and there's bad parts of that. I think when you have pressure in the teenage years to perform and pressure to be, to put yourself on a pedestal, it can make or break you in later life. And I think when you watch a lot of sports people, they can go through different stages of their career, and especially towards the end of their career, mental struggles within sports are huge. And I think that's why it's really important to make sure that throughout, different changes and different ages of a person's life, that they have the ability to stay focused and to create new goals and new pathways. Hence, why I'm taking the world of MMA under my belt, and I want to try and give myself that opportunity to put to bed some of the demons that have been created through not being able to satisfy the hunger and the appetite that I had as a teenager within the sport of cricket. Okay, now a lot of you guys might not be able to see the similarities between MMA and cricket, which is fine. But you need to understand the intrinsic value that sports bring. It's self-appreciation, self-worth, and it also gives you the ability to feel satisfaction. And when you're dedicated to a sport and you see improvement, you feel so good inside that the whole world is shining. As soon as you lose the ability to focus your energy and feel a reason and to have justification for your life, that's when everything else around you can crumble. So I want you to take away from this video, and I want you to see from this video that it doesn't matter how successful you are in life, having continuous goals is absolutely imperative. I think the initial stages of losing my career was definitely a frustration to me, and almost an anger towards how it ended. And it did feel like a complete waste of time. As I'm older and I look back to what that taught me as a child, and it taught me the fact that if you can apply yourself correctly into a sport or an activity 100%, you'll get rewarded for it eventually. So as I've grown and I've managed to let go of that frustration and anger, I do appreciate the results that focusing my energy on a sport has given me. I think the most important thing about sports and fitness in general is that you appreciate it for what it is and don't get too lost in other people and other people's opinions, especially when it comes to fitness world. And every single person has an opinion, and every single person has good and bad words to say about you. And I think at the time of life that we're in at the moment, I think it's important to have self-belief, self-confidence, and the ability to switch off from the outside world. With social media and how prominent it is, and and how easy it is to get access into the private lives of individuals, whether that be sporting or whether it just be everyday folk. I think it's really important that you have a switch off button, and then when it comes to training, when it comes to sport, and when it comes to life, you can turn it on and you can go 100%. And remember to stay in your own little zone, in your own little world. And don't let the opinions or the words of other people affect you. Just keep it strong, keep it positive, and keep it focused. Okay, so being a former athlete, it was always really important for me to have competition. And not only have competition, but have a reason to train and a purpose. And I think the hardest thing for me going through the years was I started out my fitness journey playing cricket at a professional level. And then unfortunately, for whatever reason, I lost that. And when I lost that, I think I lost a part of me, which is when I really grew as an individual. And that was when it was really important to dig deep, find focus, and probably try and really find the real me inside. Well, let's fast forward 10 years. And the career I've led and the opportunities that life has given me basically took me to this point in my life now where I had the opportunity to fulfill the fitness freak inside me, the athlete, the individual that wanted that competition, the individual that wanted to be tested, and the individual that was willing to put his body and life to a degree on the line. So, behind me is the school where my education will now begin. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for me was an absolute no-brainer. Given my size, my strength, and just my all-around personality as an individual, I think this was the inevitable place it would all start. So, from cricket player to bodybuilder, actor to MMA contestant. Day one, here it comes. And if anything, I hope it gives you belief in yourself that no matter what stage you're at in life, whether you're up, whether you're down, whether you're young or whether you're old, there's always opportunities if you open your eyes and are willing to be brave.